Hey guys, welcome to Tangents with Toby. What is going on? Hopefully I got everything figured out, and back on track. Alright, so first of all, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my biggest fan out there, TJ. You have moved into number 1, followed by Grease Valley Radio, Drinks with Josh, and Doodad, Hickory Degree Guy, just seen a mouse with the massive. Alright. Over the last little while, I've been playing retro gaming, like massive, like retro. PlayStation and Xbox, like the originals. And I've come to a conclusion. If I had the interest in doing what I'm doing today, what would have been the number 1 game that I would be streaming? And that's the catch. So far, I've been back up and back on, Gran Turismo, which is the first one. And I know I would have been streaming that because, man, I was absolutely addicted to it. Over 1,300 days on the actual game. I don't know how many days it is in video game days, but yeah, so I had a huge amount of hours put into that game. What I'm actually shocked. So my next thing for that game is trying to beat some of my records that I have set. Like, for example, on the Autumn Ring Mini, I think, or the Speed. Yeah, I think it was the Autumn Mini Ring. I have a record of like 28.5 seconds for a single lap. My goal is to beat it. I don't know if it is technically possible to do it. I want to beat one of the records that I've seen online. I don't know if it's for GT1 or GT2. It says that this person's record is 25 seconds. So I'm about 3 seconds off from beating that one. I want to create a website, Discord, things like that, so I can post my record times and see how well or how close I am for having some of the top lap times in the world. Because if I'm about 3 seconds off from being some of the fastest lap times in the world, that is an absolute unbeatable feat. And I know I can probably get close or get better. I just got to find that right vehicle for me to do it. Second up, I've been obsessed with NHL 2K5. Again, this is the game that I think I would have did so much more to it. My buddy Terrence and I, when I was up north in Melville, we had a season going. He created his team, I created a team, and we actually had a season going. And with NHL 2K5, the one thing that I thought was kind of cool is if you're playing a season with multiple people, the schedule actually had times on. For example, if Terrence's team and my team played on the exact same day, there would be physical times on the schedule. So it could say Saskatoon plays at 6 p.m. SECO plays at 7 p.m. So when it comes to that, the person who plays first at the earlier time has to play, then the person at the later time has to play. So Terrence would have to play at 6, I would have to play at 7, or he would play first, I'd play second. If we never went into that order, the team that played first would get simulated, and then it moved on to second. Confusing, I know, but it was really, really cool. The reason why I brought this up is I wish I wish we were more in depth, had a better website things like that, where we could actually post the results, keep updating. I had so much time, I could have did this. I never really ever thought anything would come from it, especially back in the days like in the mid 2000s. Who knew video games would have skyrocketed to what it is, streaming, all these different platforms, hosting video games, people talking about video games. It was pretty interesting because this is the part that gets me frustrated. I had a family member that told me not to play video games, that I should go out and have fun. And video games is going to wreck my mind. It's pointless. Right? So this was back in the Nintendo, like the original Nintendo. And now that exact same person bought another person in my family a big screen television to play video games on, because that's what they do. They have done something with a certain video game and they were trying to encourage this person to keep playing and get better. It's kind of like the double standards things. They tell me to go out and have fun, stop playing video games. Meanwhile, they buy another member of the family a bigger TV to encourage them to play. How messed up is that? It is fun if you can do both at the exact same time. Play video games, but yet do other things to have fun. If I had my way, my whole entire library for video games would be absolutely huge. And that's what I'm trying to do, is build my video game library to the point that it's interesting, including with the original PlayStation. Get 2 4-player adapters, build it to how it once was, grow from there. With the Xbox, I'm still trying to go back and think of all the games that I've had. I know most of them got stolen from a certain person back in the day. I want to build it up and actually have that whole entire thing. Sad thing is, on my Xbox 360, I don't really, there's one game that I want to play on that, and that was Rainbow Six Las Vegas 1 and Las Vegas 2. That's it. But when it comes to everything else, the original Xbox and the original PlayStation, those are the 2 systems that I want to focus on. It's going to take me a while. I will get it eventually. Right now, at the moment, it's going to, take some time. All right. Well, you guys, I know it's a short episode, but you guys enjoy it. You don't get overwhelmed with stupidity that I may have overdone. All right. Speaking about stupidity, I'm going to end her up. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Mine was actually not too bad. Did a bunch of cleaning done. DangerousWithToby@gmail.com. If you head over to bio.link/tangents, you will even find all the ways of contacting me. And if you guys sign up with meshed.ca and get a membership, you can actually check out my future show via cartoon. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Let's hope for the best. But in the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later.